I gotta say though, Shakur's Plateau, man. Yeah, I don't think you could really ask for a better last map for this set, given how he's been playing and what he's up against.
Yeah,
You're
yes
shaking
and
your
no.
head like you don't agree.
No, well, I don't want to say I don't agree, because I do agree with you, of course, that this is a nice Protoss map, and I 100% agree. And I feel this is a map that, yeah, most Protoss players should be quite comfortable on. But then again, I felt both games were very, very unorthodox.
Yeah.
Like, nothing in the games really made a lot of sense. Dongrego's timings, like, I'm really worried. Perhaps Dongrego is like so far ahead of us that he has these things planned out which would work against like
every other player.
Yeah, against like the Hawks, MCs, and Inoris of this world.
I really don't think that's the case, man. I just
I
think,
don't know. That's like the only thing that I can come up with. Because
well, I mean, maybe that is kind of the case. You know, he's got these builds that are prepared for the guys that he practices with.
Yeah.
But we're seeing stuff here out of Gator that's just. What is Dongrego doing?
Speedling opening on Shakura's Plateau.
No, man, this is not a Speedling. I mean, it's a Speedling opening, but he's got something planned here. This has got to be
Roach
some
all
kind of, yeah, like hatch cancel, Roach all in would be my guess. We're seeing Nexus first. In the face of this, Gator is scouting. It's like, whatever, I'll go Nexus first.
Yeah, but I mean, if you scout this, I don't think it's unless it would be a lot of Zerglings, that could be a little bit scary. But I mean, we have that certain build order where you have like the Forge the gate, then you just make the second gate temporarily, and you will cancel that gate. So yeah, I think he can get away with this. And even if it's not a Speedling opening, then I guess he will just throw down 2 or 3 cannons, and I think he's actually going to be fine. I'm very curious to see Dongrego. Why are you trying to get gas so incredible quick?
Yeah, I'm really. I want to see when the Lings kill the probe. Is he going to immediately start mining gas again? That's what I want to know, because I really feel like this is going to be some sort of bizarre all-in.
Yeah, but don't you think that? Okay, now you can actually see the spawning pool moving. Never mind.
Yeah. So.
Interesting. Once again, a strange opening of this game over here on Shakura's Plateau. But yeah, what I try to say is like why I think this is perhaps not the perfect map for Gator, who's actually supply capped for at least another 20 seconds, unless he builds in pylon. And he doesn't have a lot of money though, so I guess you can forgive him for that. But then again, I guess there's always a better way to handle those situations.
Yeah, and DRG not going to mine gas. He's just going to expand and play normal. And I really, really question this decision, man, going Speedling on Shakuras. Why, man? Why would you do that? So
yeah, that's just perhaps the kind of thing that, well, look at this, by the way. If you just look at the minimap right now, like look at nothing else besides the minimap.
Yeah.
How beautiful is that? Like talking about map awareness, man. Like trying to really, really scout the entire map. And actually, like somehow the probe was like having the dance of his life, like dodging everything, like being Neo in the Matrix.
So blown away by this is how awesome Gatored is, man. He's showing us that he's a really excellent player. Gets that probe in once again. He's going to see that no gas has been mined, and he's going to know that he's safe from a Roach all-in. So this is incredible. Gatored, such a great scout. This is so important right now. This is the most pivotal scout you could have ever asked for.
And look at the amount of drones. I mean, even though you could say like, well, he didn't even scout this side of the map or this side of the base, so maybe there could be a Roach one there. No, if you see this amount of drones, you know that you don't have to worry about any kind of crazy all-in.
Yeah. But I mean, assuming he's doing the right thing, he's going to click on that geyser. He can say, okay, that has 2,400 of 2,500 gas. He's only mined 100 gas. There's no way he could build a Roach. Even if he had a Roach 1, it's just impossible. Or maybe he could make 4 Roaches if he doesn't have speed, but he knows he has speed. So I'm becoming a Gatored fanboy, Kev.
Well, I will be a fanboy if he wins this series, man. I'm not gonna deny that.
I'll be dancing on the table, bro.
So we have 2 Zerglings over here from Dongrego taking control of the Selnaga Watchtower. Gated, still relatively unknown, at least for a lot of European players. I can definitely guarantee you that this is a relatively unknown player. Obviously in North America he's a little bit more well known.
God, Gatored, I love you so much. Pushing with 3 Zealots. He's going to force some Lings from DRG. There's no Spine Crawler.
Even from a single gate, that's interesting.
He's actually going to the 3rd, which I sort of question that. I don't think he's going to be able to kill the 3rd.
I don't think he's a little bit indecisive.
Go somewhere, bro. Just do something.
Oh, that one Zealot actually gets caught off guard. He could bring the other 2 Zealots back, trying to save it, and that's exactly what he's going to do. And he will save that Zealot, at least for now, forcing 6 sets of Lings right now.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what you mentioned, man. That's exactly what you want to achieve with this little Zealot push. And once again, a solid opening by Gated. And actually, this is far from over. If he brings the Zealots in a really, really good position, I'd say over here, like hogging those mineral patches, then it's really scary.
I think you're... Oh, no, don't get completely surrounded. Nice micro there.
Yeah,
these Zealots, I think they will get cleaned up. I think he's trying to micro a little bit too much. But he's forced a ton of Lings, which is really, that's a small victory there. 40 probes to 39 drones. That's exactly where you want to be, man. DRG does get that Overlord into Gatored's natural expansion, but he's not going to see anything.
What do you think that goes through Dongregu's head right now? Don't you think that Dongregu must be hella confused about what the hell is going on over here?
I don't really know what DRG's thinking, man.
Oh, double Stargate, man. Just after he sniped that once Overlord, he throws down double Stargate.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, will this be Phoenixes or Void Rays?
Mix. I think definitely a mix. I think he will open up with 2 Void Rays and then go to Phoenix. I don't think he wants to reveal it. Like I think if he would go Phoenixes, I don't really think that he can pull this up with Phoenix.
DRG's going to get in here with his Overlord, and he is going to scout some gateways. He's going to see 5 gates.
And that looks so much like 6 gates. So
He's
imagine that
force so many roaches.
Yeah, he's going to make like a ton of roaches. Gated is like miles ahead of anyone in this game right now. It's ridiculous how good he is.
Okay, so DRG coming in here. Gatored has got to see this, and he's going to have to make a couple stalkers. He can't let that Overlord see those Stargates.
He has the sentries, though. He could potentially deal with it.
But look at the Lings right at the front. If the sentries just come back, the Lings are going to run in.
So
it's
beautiful.
Be such a big deal. Come on, man.
I think it's going to be similar to how we saw Alphitaya play. It's going to be like the Warp Prism, Warp in on the high ground with all those gates and Phoenix reinforcing.
DRG right now, I promise you, is going to start pumping a ton of roaches. And, we're just going to have to wait and see what...
Gated is just making everything of Protoss on 2 base.
DRG still droning quite hard, surprisingly. Up to 65 drones. Holy smokes. Gatored throwing down 4 pylons at once.
Getting air weapons as well. I think it's still going to be like the Warp Prison Prey with a lot of gateways assisting it. I'm not even sure where he's going to warp in, if he wants to warp in the main base of Dongregu or if he wants to take out the 3rd base. I guess both things would work. Taking a look at Dongregu's main base, we have a Roach farm. We do not have a Hydralisk Den yet. And I mean, Phoenix are not bad against roaches. I mean, it takes obviously a little longer than Hydras, but I mean, they help out. They help out.
Well, I wouldn't say that they're necessarily good against roaches, but they have the ability to cut down that roach. I mean, if you lift that roach, you take it out of the game, so your zealots become that much stronger.
He's probably going for it right now straight away, lifting up that queen, and then he will be able to take out quite a few drones, though. He should be careful, because if what he wants to do is win this game, oh, that's so smart. He's just forcing Spore Crawlers, and I think he's going to save a ton of energy. He's just going to kill queens and nothing else.
He's going to lift up every queen. He's going to deny injections.
Incredible smart play right here by Gatored. I really, really like it, man.
Lift up both these queens. Now there is no more larva inject for Dongregu. Come on, lift that last queen. Oh my gosh, Gatored.
Man, this is so smart. I really, really love everything he's doing right now. And he will be able to take down at least 3, 4, 5, 6 Overlords in the process before these Spore Crawlers complete. Are you kidding me, Ben? Can you believe
what
we are witnessing?
Is the Warp Prism. 2 more Phoenixes on the way. Where is that Warp Prism?
North side of the map with 3 sentries.
Oh my god, and he's going to be able to force field the ramp for days.
Do you think this is enough, man, for a Zergling run by?
Well, I mean, we saw what happened last time, but there's a Zealot blocking this time. So
this is so smart. He forced, and he's going to lift up roaches now already. Hydralisk Den is on its way. How much money does Dongregu have? Really not that money. I mean, there is so much more money for Gated over here. Ben, I don't see how this is not going to work.
And here we go. Sentry's going to come forward. Is he going to manage to get the force field down? I think he will. Dongregu still doesn't realize it. There it is. There's the force field, and now Gatored has free reign of Dongregu's main. There's nothing DRG is going to be able to do about this force field for days.
For days. The
entire main base is going to get absolutely wrecked here. DRG cannot counter. Oh, man, Gatored actually scared, making 3 sentries at his front.
Oh, yeah, well, that's an excellent transition, because Dongregu is trying to go for the counterattack, but even before he runs up with anything, those force fields getting dropped.
Not paying attention in the main base. Hydra is killing Phoenixes. Oh,
man, this is tense.
This is actually super, super tense. Roaches and Lings at the front base for Gatored. Oh, my God, DRG going to turn around. He says, no, I got to go back. Still sentries in the main base of DRG continuing to force field that ramp.
Fell down already. 8 more Hydras on the way. I mean, he has to be scary. He has to keep dropping those force fields, because he's still not able to fight. I mean, he's doing a really good job. What are you doing with your Phoenixes? You cannot sacrifice your Phoenixes like that.
Force field, Gatored. Come on, force field, Gatored. Force field. Oh, perfect. Nails it. Nails it, man.
Why
not
does he
wasting
keep warping
a
in Stalkers? Like, I would say all you want to do is warp in like a ton of Stalkers right now. Like Stalkers on the high ground, Ben.
I think he just wants to kill everything. I don't know, man. I think you're right, but
Stalkers on the high ground.
He's too focused on.
Take out the spawning.
I got no words, bro. I got no words, but I will say this: I wish that he dropped a probe on the corners.
Yeah. I do want to say this is still far from over though. I mean, we have 55 probes against 53 drones, but this is a very, very unupgraded Protoss army. I mean, this is as weak as a Protoss army gets from 120 supply.
And GosuGatored is also mining out his main in natural. dongRagu, meanwhile, has a ton of drones around the other parts of the map here.
So it's far from over, and I really love how dongRagu is sticking in this as well, like keeping his head calm. I do think it would have been worth if he like would have let a couple of units come up now and then and try to snipe
Overseer coming forward, giving vision. Oh my goodness, DRG playing this really smart right now. There's going to be a lot of force field, but these Hydras are going to be able to pick off a lot of stuff from the outskirts. That Sentry really needs to deny that Overseer. I don't know if Gatored realizes it right now.
There's enough Phoenix for those Hydras. I mean, Phoenix kill Hydras so incredible quick, and he will be able to take out those Hydras.
So nice. And with the force fields shutting down so much on the ramp right now, Gatored, 154 supply to 100. Are you kidding me right now?
Oh, and a lot of units right now come actually up in the main base. A lot of Hydras, but we have a ton of sentries over here, but I would just fly away.
Doing so much damage. Are you serious?
Gatored sentries are actually making short work of all of these Hydra lists from dongRagu. He's warping in Stalkers now as well. Finally, Ben, Stalkers on the high ground.
Finally, now that the base is dead. So dongRagu in a ton of trouble.
He just has Gatored has units all over the place.
This is unbelievable. This is upset of the century. Gatored pushing across the after Gatored lost to Strife Crow 0-2. He's going to come in here and he's in so much command of this game. I mean, dongRagu not dead, but so almost dead. Oh my God, maybe dongRagu's dead.
He's killing a lot of drones. I'm not sure if this is really worth it though. I would rather say use those Phoenixes for killing off units, because I mean, drones is nothing that dongRagu is gonna save dongRagu right now. dongRagu needs to keep this base alive. If he loses this base,
there are only 12 Hydras on the map. There are 9 Phoenixes. So this Phoenix could probably just go lift all the Hydras and kill
every
everything.
Phoenix counts. So I think this was a little bit sloppy, losing 1 or 2. Certainly because there are so many drones that losing 4, 5, 6, 7 drones doesn't matter.
I think Gatored's about to go
with
for
those Phoenixes.
Gatored, seriously, man.
Seriously, bro. Ooh. Hey, bro, don't do that again.
This is awesome, man. This is awesome. Is done.
Intel Extreme Masters Global Challenge New York, where GosuGatored,
where the stars are born, bro.
Where stories have. We will be telling stories. I will be telling stories to my grandchildren about this.
Colossus switch has happened. Now, first Colossus is out on the map. Thermal Lance about 20% complete.
And he's just securing that turret base with this really quite big Protoss army as well. Now warping in a couple of cannons. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. He's up still 54 supply. dongRagu is rebuilding his Roach One right now, though I'm not sure where it's morphing it in. Oh, there we go. Roach One at the, what is it? 9 o'clock.
You tell me, bro.
9 o'clock. I don't know.
I guess the bottom
left. dongRagu is going to try to one up the ramp, and he will be able to get up. Oh, Gatorade is not paying attention at all, and he's losing a ton of units over here.
Oh, man, that changes things a little bit, but it's still 160 supply for Gatored.
Oh, man.
Phoenix is continuing to be sacrificed into Spore Crawlers. Gatored, come on, man. Slow your roll, son.
Yeah. Take it easy, man. Breathe in, breathe out.
Yeah.
That was actually really quite a big loss.
Look at the robo in the main base of Gatored right now. Click on that.
Screenshot material.
Goody, I didn't know you played Protoss.
Dude, now we know why he's so good, man. It's Goody after all. Actually, he canceled out a few things. Hey, it's not too bad, man. It's better to have 2 observers and 2 Colossus than 5 siege tanks.
That's right.
Or 4 Taurs. So to go easy on my boy, okay?
All right. So we got to... I mean, I still like Gatored's position quite a bit. 164 supply to 130. If he gets up to about 4 or 5 Colossi,
I like it a lot as well.
Tough time.
But he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to show some excellent army control. That's what I'm trying to say. He's gonna have to control his units. I wouldn't say perfectly, but he's gonna have to be careful with them, because we do have Corruptors on the way. We have a lot of Roaches. And okay, all those Phoenixes, they are really nice. Like, don't get me wrong. Those Phoenixes are really nice. They will be able to be useful in the, or they will be useful in the fight as well. But then again, they don't protect your Colossus. And if all of those Roaches would like just swarm the Colossus and take him out, then he could still be in a lot of trouble. I mean, obviously, he's still in a commanding lead, because, I mean, he's up 30 supply against the Zerg player, and he's having 3 bases. He's warping in his 4th Nexus. He has Colossus against an army which doesn't have a single Corruptor. And even when the Corruptors come, we have 10 Phoenix with +1 upgrade. So this is awesome for Gatored. But then again, it's not over yet. He's going to have to be careful.
And the supply is getting dangerously close, man. 180 to 170.
And you can trust dongRagu on sniping Colossus with excellent Corruptor control. So Gatored, it's far from over, man.
Absolutely far from over. Gatored looks like he is starting to move into position in the center of the map.
This is so tense. This is really, really tense right now. We have 1-0 on those Phoenix upgrades. We have 1-1 on all of the gateway units. I'm not sure where Ben is just going. Ben is storming off to perhaps get some water. Here we go. Guardian Shield getting activated right now. The Hydra is getting in position. A ton of roaches. The Corruptors are focusing down these Colossus though. But is it going to be enough? Will Dongregu somehow be able to stick around in this game? Oh, it's close, it's close. Ben, where are you? Ben just left me, so I'm just going to have to do it all by myself. But it's okay. But it seemed like Gated still has more than enough Stalkers on the ground. He's taking down the Corruptors, and Gated managed to beat coLMVP Dongregu. This has to be the upset of the tournament. I cannot believe this. Gated beats coLMVP Dongregu 2-1 in this series. I am alone. I have no idea where Ben went. I can only imagine it's incredibly important. Otherwise, he wouldn't leave me hanging. He's my bro after all. But wow, GosuGatored just beat coLMVP Dongregu. Who could have thought? That's absolutely ridiculous. I would love to analyze this game, but there's just too much to talk about. I really, really love how he handled certain things. There we go. Ben is back now as well. And Ben, he did it, man.
Gated did it, bro.
Gated did it.
Unbelievable.
Where did you go?
Drink too much water, son.
Okay, doesn't matter. Well, I would love to talk a little bit more about this game, but I really think we talked about it so much already during the game. But what I want to point out is that I thought it was so smart how he sent the Phoenix first to like the base at the 9 o'clock. Like, hey man, I'm going to harass his base a lot with my Phoenix. Bomb, 3 Spore Crawlers. I'm going to fly to your natural, 3 Spore Crawlers, taking out the Queens. Then in his main, forcing 3 more Spore Crawlers.
The Queens, man, was so big.
Yeah.
Because not only does he kill Queens, which is the anti-air, which means the Warp Prism's unaccosted, he took out DRG's ability to inject, which was so crucial to making enough units to hold that push.
This is, I cannot believe
that. That was high level, man.
It was smart. I mean, sure, it's an all-in play by a lot of means, and it's very, very risky, but I mean, putting it off, and when you're Gated, can you really blame Gated for playing a style like this?
How all-in was it, though?
Well, I mean, look at what he commits.
Yeah,
he can never, ever take a third base.
Off of one base.
He can never, ever take a third base.
But is he ever going to not do damage?
Well, the moment that he wouldn't be able to force through that ramp, and the moment that Warp Prism has to fly away, it's game over. So by that means, it's an all-in.
I mean, I'm not debating that it was super, I mean, major commitment off of 2 bases, but I'm trying to think of a world where he doesn't kill something. Kill the third or something.
There are always a lot of ways to look at that game. You know, you could say it's an all-in strategy. Awesome play by Gated. Maybe not that awesome. Dongregu played bad, but at the end of the day, there's only one thing that really matters, and that's the score. And it's 2-1 for Gated.
2-1 Gated. Who saw that coming? What does that do to the group?
That's it's a nice.
DRG is now 1-1. Gated is 1-1.
Strife Crow against Trelloc. We don't know a result. Actually, we don't have any admins giving us results. So I guess this is the perfect moment for us to take a small break. We've been casting 2 best of 3s on a row. We're going to play a commercial or 2, and then we'll be right back with not only a new game, which I think is going to be Dongregu. No. I think it could be Killer versus Show. I think so. We're going to switch back to the other group again. I think that is going to be our next game, but I could be wrong as well since we've been changing things up. The schedule has been changing quite a bit. So, yeah, guys, we'll be right back. Ben, any last words? Can you believe what we just saw, Ben?
Can you
believe what we just saw?
Gatored, man.
All right, guys. We'll be right back and with more updates regarding scores and also, of course, more StarCraft 2. So stay tuned.